Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. My name is Denise Hutchins and I'm broadcasting to you from Studio Mikarts. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for some more illustration work. Oh, first, this is the last week of May, so it's the last week to get the numbers up for our charity of the month, which is the Vegan Society. We already have met, thanks to a single donation from our dear Wolf, the 10-pound goal that we set here on Twitch, but I will be making my usual donation at the end of the month based on my unique viewers count. So I hope you will bring your friends as you watch these final 3 streams of May. All right, I wanted to finish this illustration that you see right here over the weekend, but it didn't happen, so we're going to work on it today, and I'm really excited because starting this week, I'm going to try streaming 3 hours a day. There's multiple reasons for that. One is it's just fun to be able to say that I stream 3 weeks a month, 3 days a week, 3 hours a day. It's just so satisfying. 3 threes, they're smaller and smaller like matryoshkas. A bigger reason, though, is that the SCBWI Summer Conference is coming up. That's the Society of Children's Books, Writers, and Illustrators. And I've participated the last 2 years, including putting my work into the Illustrators Showcase. The only thing is I've not really gotten any interest at all. So I am hoping that by streaming more, because this is my main illustration work time each week, is when I live stream. Hopefully by streaming more, I will be able to get more work done, but to the same level of quality that I want. And then maybe by showing that I can get more done, I'll be of more interest to publishers, art directors, etc. Even if that doesn't happen, I still think it's nice to stream more because I would really like to be able to get 1 illustration done per month for my patrons on Patreon. So that is yet another reason why I'm upping my hours here on Twitch. So I may actually, on this piece here, get to the point where I'm working on the Patreon reward version because there's really not that much left to do. What we did last time here for digital work was just adjust these highlights that I scraped in. I'm quite happy with them, actually. I think maybe I will, now that I'm clicking that back and forth, what do I want? I just want a regular eraser. I'm going to soften that, this one right here. Soften that a little bit. So I'm going to take the hardness all the way down, but make the size really big because that makes it even softer. Just there we go. So yeah, that's all I've done so far. It's especially nice right here, having that adjustment so that it's a more gradual change from light to dark on these highlights. I don't know if there's really anywhere else. I definitely want to put more of this adjustment on the scraped highlights. I think that it's good. The next thing I thought that I would like to do is enhance this shadow that's meant to be cast by the Gryphon right here, who is mostly out of the scene. I want to add a little bit more shading to emphasize that even more. I mean, when I'm looking at it here, small in the navigator, call this like a preview or something. You can see some idea of this is darker than over here. Oh, Exy, hello! Why is there a question mark? Can you not hear me? Is that why you put a question mark on there? How are you? Thank you for joining me. Yay! Hope you're doing well. Hope you can hear me. I'm worried about it. Oh, you didn't see my message. I decided to, well, maybe I forgot. I meant to put it in the Discord. Oh, wonderful. You're doing all right. Yay. I'm so glad. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, I just got done explaining it as part of my intro to this stream, but I decided to try doing 3 hours. I'm going to start streaming 3 hours. So Yes, in a way I am an hour early, but it's on purpose. How are you? Oh, I'm great. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. I'm feeling really, what's an English word? I want to say genki. That's a Japanese word for, like, full of life, I guess. so, yeah, I'm doing really good. Yesterday we had some awesome thunderstorms last night, so that really... I have been in, like, a low mood all weekend, even though it was 3-day weekend and stuff. And having some sweet thunderstorms yesterday, I was like, yeah, this is the best. I am revitalized. Yeah, sorry if it was confusing for you or something. Yep. An hour early on purpose, trying to get more illustration work done. Like this piece, I mean, you've been with me the whole time. Oh, you've seen the message now. Wonderful. Yay, I didn't forget to post it. Yay. Yeah, I'm hoping to get these done faster. So this has taken, and you've been with me through the whole ride, this has taken like 3 months. And that's just so slow. If for no other reason than I would really like to deliver to my patrons on Patreon a new illustration every month. So, and then there's a bunch of other reasons to like the Children's Books Guild illustration showcase and other stuff like that. So I'm going to try it and see what it's like. This is the first week. First week, 3 hours. 3 hours a day. 3 days a week, 3 weeks a month. Okay. Oh yeah, so what I wanted to do next is add some more shading right here to help show that this is not just a random beak floating around. There's a body here off screen, basically. And I think I'll keep using my mouse. I'm not sure when I'll get to the point where, or I might not even get to the point where I want to use my my tablet. For now, I think mouse is fine. So let's just go to a brush and we'll put the opacity down. Don't want too big opacity. And I don't really need, since I'm using a pressure, or I'm not using pressure, don't need that, but I would like to make it really, really big. The outside of the brush, the bigger it is, the softer it actually is. What color? Let's see. Oh, actually, did you have anything fun over the weekend? Do anything interesting? Having a drink of my smoothie water. Let's see. So I'm going to choose a purpley color. I don't want it to be too strong though. Just sort of maybe something like that. Let's try that and see what that's like. Oh yeah. And let's do a little bit more in the corner because that also helps give a vignette effect to bring the eye toward the middle where it's brighter. Oh yay, much better. This leaf looks like it stands out way more. Okay, let's save this. And we'll put left bottom corner, corner shadow. Oh yeah, that's gotta be so weird for you since usually, especially before when I was just streaming, so like last year when I was streaming after midnight for you, I think, when I was just streaming 1 hour. It's getting earlier and earlier. But that's just what's working for my schedule, so. Because I definitely don't want to go any later than this, because I need time to relax at the end of the day. So I can't stream any later. But I can shuffle things around, stream a little bit earlier sometimes. Yay! I'm glad. I'm so glad you were able to join me, like, right away, too. I wasn't sure what was going to go on here with the different schedule, but so far so good. It seems like it's working out nicely. This has me doing I try to do yoga in the middle of the day. Just a little 10 to 20 minute session is usually what I have time for. Try to do it in the middle of the day because so much of what I do all day is sitting down. So doing some yoga in the middle of the day helps offset that, I think. So that means I'm doing yoga right before this. Like 30-minute yoga window, 30-minute prepare for stream window, and then it's time to go. So it's really nice for my back. And then, of course, I'm going to keep taking a break every hour. So I'm going to take 2 breaks per stream now. Okay, add a little bit more in this corner too, mostly for the vignette effect. And actually, I want to erase a little bit because it's touching this flower. I don't want it to touch the flower. How's that? Still touching the flower. Oh, it's because the opacity is down. Okay. Turn up the opacity on the eraser. I don't want you touching the flower so much. You can touch the flower a little bit, but that's good. There, it helps create more of that vignette effect and also sort of grounds the image because up here is really bright. I don't want to put any shading here, really. So having it down here makes the bottom feel heavier so the whole scene is grounded, I think. Okay, save that. What else? There really is not very much else to do. The only thing is maybe, this would be great actually. So this part where, and there's this little bit where I painted the wrong color. Okay, so let's do a couple little fixes. Oh, look at these two. Yeah, we're gonna do a little cleanup work now. So this is slightly green compared to this. It's supposed to be the same color. The problem is I painted this was supposed to be a beak, but I thought it was part of the cupcake and then I realized too late. So we're going to, let me see if it's smart enough to select that. Quick selection tool. See if it's smart enough. Oh, right, I'm not on the right layer. It's not going to be able to select anything. Okay. It's not smart enough to deal with my illustrations. Okay, I gotta arrange my workspace differently here. Move my keyboard and mouse. Hopefully it won't be too loud. It's gonna be right next to my mic. We'll hope it's not too loud. Mechanical keyboard. But I need to pull my monitor down. It's my tablet monitor. It's a Cintiq 31 or something. It's really big and it needs a lot of space to move, so I've got to move those to the side. And this is my first time experiencing how wonderful it is to have the wireless keyboard and mouse for this purpose, because now I don't have to awkwardly reach behind my monitor when it's down in my lap in order to use the keyboard. I just have to turn my body to the side because now the keyboard is completely visible and accessible. It's not hidden behind the monitor. I don't know if that comes across well. I'm trying to describe it, but yes, I am very happy. Very, very happy to try this out. So I'm just going to select this by hand because the Photoshop tools are not smart enough. That's why I have a little bit of a problem with everybody calling everything AI, and I'm like, it's not intelligent. I do understand though, we don't really have any other readily available word that describes what we have going with so-called AI these days. But it's definitely not intelligent. It's just more powerful than any other things that we've had that could do similar stuff to what it does. There. Now, I gotta move my monitor back up because I want to use the mouse for this. Okay, I want to go to image and adjustments, I think. Color balance. Let's see. What I want to do is try to match this color closer to this one. So we need a little less green. So let's see if this helps. And maybe if we add a little more yellow. Still seems a bit vibrant though, but we can fix that. Oh, that's way better. I gotta, can I zoom out from this? No, hold on, I'm gonna zoom out. This will be way easier to tell if it's closer if I am like way out like this, zoomed out like this. So I don't have, let's do hue saturation instead, because then I can also work with the brightness and stuff. And do the similar kind of adjustments I was just doing, but in a slightly different way. So I want to go to greens. We're going to move the greens to more, I think that's what I'm doing. Make the greens more yellow. Maybe it's not even green. Let's see. Maybe it's not greens that's the problem. What color is this? I better reset this. 0. And maybe it's just under the yellows. I am no expert with this stuff. What I'm good at is messing around. Messing around. Like, oh yeah, so it's considering it a yellow. It's just that it's... Okay, so maybe if we lighten it. So we moved it down by 4. Oh, it's way better. Way better, but too dark. So let's lighten it up a little bit. But that's kind of faded. So let's see if we add saturation. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be an exact match. I mean, even if this was in real life, it might be affected by the color of this cupcake here or something like that. So it doesn't have to be an exact match, but I think this is before and this is after. I think this is way better. So let's just lighten it up a little bit more maybe. I don't want to take too much color away. If I put this only on 3. Oh, but I want more saturation. Oh, how's that? Okay. Yay! I didn't move my keyboard back and now it's weird. Okay. Control D. Deselect. Sweet. Oh, Sarah, hello! I'll wave with you with my cursor. Hello! Waving at you! How are you? Thank you for joining me. Yay! I love seeing those little hearts next to the reindeer slide again. I think it looks really nice together. How are you doing? Oh, I wasn't sure how today would go starting my stream so early, but it seems to be going really well. Okay, what do I want to work on next? Oh, I knocked down my guy. Oh no, I knocked him down. Why are you weird, monitor? Oh, that's why. That's why I knocked him down. Hold on, I'm adjusting my Cintiq monitor. Okay, there. I knocked down my little acrylic figure guy. Okay, I'll put him back up. I have 3 of them here. They fit pretty good in this space between my PC tower and the monitor, but that time it was too far. The monitor was too far down and knocked him down. It's Rhodey Soul from the 3rd My Hero Academia movie. I freaking knocked him down. Oh, I don't need this. Don't be bothering me with this. Random if I'm available. Ah, okay. Yay! Lucky for me. Okay, I'm shaking up my smoothie. It's so early that I actually haven't finished my breakfast smoothie yet. It's because it's more like my lunch smoothie because I had a bowl of cereal for breakfast instead. Because I picked all these strawberries out of my little garden, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with all these strawberries? There's so many, and I had them on some cereal. Today's smoothie is delicious as usual. The main flavor profile is apple ginger. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, let's save this. I don't remember if I saved recently. We've got some nice edits done. Oh, this little bit. This part on the chest of this Gryphon where I just totally painted it the wrong color. I was used to painting these baby Gryphons where the whole body is black, and then I started painting this one. I was like, oh, wait, crap, no. I was able to get it mostly away, but not that little bit. Okay, so it's time to move the monitor down again so that I can hand a circle because Photoshop is not smart enough to grab this on its own. Okay. Bring this back up. Sarah, I don't remember if I asked how you're doing. Did you have any fun adventures over the weekend or anything? Or at least relax with the long weekend, 3-day weekend? Alright, for this one, yeah, we'll do hue saturation again, but mostly we want to, I think, desaturate a little bit. No, that actually makes it look even more different. But we'll make it lighter. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's do that and deselect. Try to go for a hike, bush, kill, falls with dogs. Oh. Yep, well, the human population just keeps growing and growing, so I think that's probably going to be the case everywhere. Places we remembered being wonderful and private and whatever. There's so many of us these days, so that's too bad. Oh, it's still lovely, though. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Ah. Yeah, it's really tough when dogs are afraid of other dogs or anything, really. The training we started getting for our dogs is helping a lot. So I've got this little edge here. I'm going to try to soften this up using the clone tool. Or is it this one? Healing brush tool? Let's see if that works. Oh, alt click. Okay. I think this is what I want. He's such a scared boy. Poor boy. Such a scared boy. Poor Taika. I hope you can find something that works for him. Our new trainer has given us a few good exercises to do that have really helped with, not when walking the dogs together, but when walking them on their own. This is blurring it too much. One at a time, they're much calmer. Maybe spot healing is more what I want. So I've got this hard edge right here. I don't want that. I just want to smooth it out. Automatically. Okay, automatically does. This one automatically does it. Oh, nice. Like I said earlier, I'm not an expert at Photoshop. I'm just good at messing around and figuring out how to get the effect I want. Sweet. Yay, now you can't even tell compared to the unedited layer below. Whee! Well, now there's two of this shape here, so let's get rid of that. There. Actually, I want to compare this some more. Yeah. Let's get this line off here. Shoop. Took him to PetSmart today. Aw, poor boy. He made it through. Strong Taika. It's alright, boy. Well, that's an interesting topping for your yogurt. Little starry yogurt. Alright, now that I have discovered which tool it is I want, I can do a little bit more cleanup work. Like right here, I smudged the paint. So, let's do a little bit of cleanup. Oh, it's always a little... This is what I'm talking about. AI is not smart. Alright, that's good. I'm just going to scroll through here for looking for any little cleanup areas like that. So stuff like this, meh, that's fine. I'll just leave that. I'm not trying to make it perfect, but anything that might be distracting. Ah, it keeps flying around. Okay. No, that sounds a lot like the other day when I was like, uh-oh, and I brought my tea in, and I set it next to the bowl of water for watercolor, and I was like, okay, me, don't be dipping your paintbrush in your tea. And a few minutes later, I almost did it. I was like, okay, we're moving the tea. So I don't know if that has to do with brain issues or if that's just a thing. It's just a thing that happens. Boop. I've been kind of ragging on the tools here, but they are still way better than what it used to be back when I definitely back compared to the first Photoshop I ever used, which was CS, or it wasn't even CS, it was just Photoshop 7. Good old Photoshop 7. That, and then the next iteration I used was CS5. CS5, I don't know if 7 had it, but CS5 had this similar thing with a little band-aid. And I think the tool is still here, I just can't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is like a really awesome upgraded version of it where you don't have to search for the perfect spot to clone. Because before it would be like, okay, I want to clone this spot, you press down Alt, then you click, and then you go to the spot you want to clone it to, and then you click there. This one is smart enough to just be like, huh, this is what's in the general area, we will fill it with this, and it pretty much gets it every time. You still have 7. I mean, it's good enough for certain applications. Like if you just want to do anime style illustration, like basic cell shaded outlined images, I don't think you need anything else. Unless it doesn't run well on your machine. That's different. Alright, go. Let's beep. Beep. These dots are so small, I normally wouldn't worry about them, but since it's on the pristine white petals, I want to clean them up. I'm going to make my brush a tiny bit smaller. Yeah, it's really expensive. I mean, for me, since this is what I'm doing as my career, the subscription service has definitely been worth it. It's, if you're a student, you can get a discount. And I was super lucky. So the student discount is like $20 off, so that's $30 a month. But I signed up around Thanksgiving one year, which meant there was a 50% off also in effect. So for my first year of this version of Photoshop, I was only paying $15 a month. And then after that, so you just verify you're a student. And then until your school says you're no longer a student, you continue to get the student discount. So I think I got the student discount for the next couple of years after that. And it's only been this year that I've been paying the full monthly price of $50 a month. But it's definitely worth it for me. So, okay, let's save that. Nice and tidy. Yeah, it looks really good. There were a few spots right here that even at this, I don't know if you can see where my cursor is so tiny, but right here in the middle there were a few stray spots that were distracting, even it zoomed out this far to 33%, so I really wanted to take care of those. What else? This might be, you know what, something I want to do is make it more colorful. I'm just going to turn up the vibrance and see what that looks like. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. A little bit more color. Oh, yeah. How about, okay, let's do a little bit more. I love colorful stuff. So, oh, that's way better. I'm especially looking at the green frosting, the green hats. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, we're going to do that. Little bit of extra saturation. Let's see. What else? What else? I think that might be good. There was nothing I was trying to remember to do, but I'm just looking the image over now. Guess something I'd like to do. These pink sprinkles are looking kind of cool. So I'm going to edit that color alone. Hopefully I can get that one. I think it would be the magentas. Make it a little bit warmer. Oh, it's not all magentas. That's the problem. Actually, that's not really the color I want to change. Okay, so not magentas. Reds. Ah, yeah. It's the reds. But I don't want to affect these. Maybe I do want to change this color. But that makes it cooler. I want it warmer. I guess. Well, never mind. I'm not really liking how it's changing, so I'm going to leave that. I hit cancel, right? Yes. Okay. Alright, I think the next thing I want to do... So there's one last step I want to apply, but it's kind of the very last thing, because it just ties the whole image together. So I'm going to make it really, really tiny. See, if I look at these very small sizes, if anything stands out to me as needing some help, I kind of feel like I want to bring these tassels out. They're really blending in with the tails behind. So I'll do this by tablet. Move my tablet back down into my lap, and we're going to just, I think, can just... Let's add another layer. I'm trying to use my on-screen keyboard, but my regular keyboard is right here. I can just use that. Well, it's still not the easiest. What do I want to call it? Tassel. Ooh, tassel adjustments. There. So I'll take this color and make an even brighter one. And no, I want regular paintbrush. Good, the opacity is nice and low, and come now. Make the size small. That's probably good. I want the hardness up, actually. I don't need every single tassel to stand out, just some of them. I think that's way better. Let's test it and see. What is this? 2020 Celebrate. Why? Because of the party hat? Oh, that is so much better. Look at that. They look so much better. Hooray! And now they're not just disappearing into the tails there. They can stand out in front a little bit. Actually want to add a little bit more to this one now that I've seen it from that distance. Okay, I went a little bit too far out there. I don't want to go out that far. I see a bit too far. Oh, someone's at the... Oh!
Someone's at the entryway doorbell.
Oh, Google just said what I was about to say. Somebody rang our doorbell. And Chappie barked too because of that. I don't know if it was at the doorbell. Sounds like my husband is getting the door though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Shush. It's okay, Chappie. It's okay. Okay, don't knock down. Okay, there. Tell my monitor not to knock down my guys anymore. There. Put that monitor back up. Bring my other stuff back in front of me. Let's see what this looks like from far away. Alright, now that I've done that, I want to tone it down just a little bit. I like where I've gotten, but it's just too much. It's the same amount on this tassel in the middle. These other ones are meant to be a little bit more shaded, so let's do the same thing here, but we'll make smaller adjustments. Now let's see. This is what I love using digital media for. These teeny tiny adjustments that are hard to make, hard to be so precise with physical media. Save. Okay, anything else? I think this is pretty good. Ooh, I remembered one little spot. I wanted to add a teeny bit of highlight on the tip of this one's beak. Put highlight adjustment for here too. We'll make it, wait, this is on eraser. Definitely want not fully opaque. I just want to help it look like it's standing out of the, like literally coming out from the face. So, what is this cute little kitty? Hi, Fawn. It's so cute. Wee. Wait. At first I thought this was its hands, but is this like, no, it's gotta be its hands. It just looks like the paws are the blushies on the cheeks. Maybe it is. Oh, yep, that's all I wanted. Just that little boop right there. That's good. Can save that. Nice. Save one more time just in case. Oh, it's confetti for the party. Nice. Oh, that's such a good idea. Maybe I will add that on top. Thank you for that awesome idea. We could have just like a light scattering of confetti. Especially if I do it similar to what I've done in the past, which is use a Clip Studio Paint and get one of those manga style brushes. I think that's a really good idea, actually. Yay! Thanks for the idea! Well, although we could... let's try something. So I'm not sure how to make it do it the way I want. I'm going to make a completely different layer. There is this AI thing you can use, and I use it occasionally. Bill? Content aware. I just want some... No. I just want some confetti. Some confetti falling. You know what? It's probably easier to use Clip Studio Paint. Let's just try Clip Studio Paint. Sometimes the AI thing is actually harder. Because I've been using it here and there for little touches or make an icon for this group I'm part of or something, but I wonder if there is a... So there's effect, hearts, sparkles, softs, feathers, musical note, bloodstain, no. There's glitter. How do you say confetti in Japanese? Because I might have to search. Oh! Maybe what came to the door, I just got a message on my wrist that says, on my Garmin watch, that says my vegan cuts box came. Yay! Some snacks for me. Chira chira. Oh, that's of falling. Kami Fubuki. Kami Fubuki. So, search shimashou. Let's search. Let's see. Wait, no. Kami Fubuki. Kami Fubuki. This one. Alright. I don't have anything already installed, so let's take a look. Sarah, I'm so glad you were here. You gave me a great idea. I wouldn't have thought of that on my own. This is why live streaming all my illustration work is the best. Kami Fubuki. Oops, it's not in Nihongo. Come on. Kami Fubuki. Kore. Oh yeah, there's something like this. Here's just like little basic shoes. I want something that's like curvy. Oh. Burashi. Burashi. Yeah. This. Ah. Oh, and it's free. I love you, whoever. Shingatsu Yuki ne. Like. Oh, I have to sign in. Why am I not signed in? Oh, what? My vegan cuts box was supposed to be delivered. Why did it say it was delivered and it wasn't delivered? No. Okay, I'm gonna like this and give it a star. I love all these people who put free stuff on here. Okay, download will start automatically. What kana? Nope. How do you? Oh, this one. Finished. Done. Okay, good. Return to paint. Haha. So, how do I do this? So it's a brush, right? So I think I can just drag this in here. Yeah, nice. Okay, so I think I saved this. I'll save one more time just in case. Close it. Close it. Thank you. And open it in here. Oh, this is the wrong folder. Where is it? Haha. Now I like to save a separate file because, oops, Nihongo de kaiteiru. Okay. What's this? Studio Paint. Because it doesn't have, it's not like one-to-one translation between the programs, and sometimes you'll lose things from one program when you save it in another one. To avoid that, I just keep two files, and then I just drag the layer over that I want. So let's try this now. Is this I think it's showing this whole thing. Awesome. Let's see. What is this? Oh good, it's on this layer. With our newfound language skills, we'll name this layer Kami Fubuki. Learned a new word today. Let's see what the default settings look like. Oh, it's way too small. It's so small. Oh, that's better, but the pieces are still small. So we want particle size to go up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think we're going to actually want more than one layer because we can have some in the back. So, I'm choking on my own words. We will make the small ones, do some small ones in the back. Oh, but not over the nest. Not over the nest. No. Just a little bit. Ah, no. I don't want to have to do it, but I think I might need to do my thing where I cut out the foreground. It would be easier if I did that. Well, I guess I can just... Whoops, I forgot right click is not size on this. Right click is select a color. No, let's just keep it white for now. Make the brush gigantic. So I'm just going to put a basic layer over the whole scene. Good. And make another layer. Raster layer. This one will be Kami Kubuki Mae, which means front. Whoa! Hello! Great to see you! You forgot to add final, actual final. That happens to me. That really does happen to me. I have, for my cat's onomatopoeia piece, it's like final 1, final 2, final 3, final 4. How are you, Wolf? You open up with, like, such a great specific thing. I forget to, like, welcome you and ask how you are and stuff. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for joining me if I didn't say it already. Today is going so well. I'm so glad. Looks like snow. My intent and eventually is to make it so it's not all just white. Like maybe apply a little gradient of colors over it or something. So hopefully it won't look like snow in the end. But I'm going to do, I'm not done yet. So now I'm going to create this Kami Kubuki Mae layer, which is confetti front layer. I'm going to make the particles way bigger. And they will be like this. I don't know if that's big enough. Make it even bigger. Might be even bigger. That's probably good though. I just want them to be a fun addition to the scene. They don't have to be really super special. I just really love that idea you gave me, Sarah. I wonder if that is as big as I want. I don't want real huge ones. No, that's good. Let's just leave this. Save it. And we'll close this one. Go back to Photoshop. We want to open the original one and open the one that we just made. Here it is. Clip Studio Paint version. Bigger and more spread out. Well, we'll see what it looks like. I eventually want them to be... I don't know if I'll reduce opacity. I don't want them to be like a huge main character in the scene. Just something, just a little extra something. But to start, I realized in order to get the sense of depth that I want, I'm going to have to do that thing that I've done in the past, which is cut out the foreground stuff so that the background items, etc. Hopefully that makes sense. Finishing up last 30 minutes of work. Oh! Hope you had a great day so far. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Our internet went down last week for like 3 hours or something. Or it was down ever since we woke up and it was down for like 3 hours after that. So I hope that it's fixed for you too. Okay, so I'm going to make a duplicate of this edited layer. And we'll call it, what do we call it? Cut out. Cut out. There. Is that an Eevee? Eevee, see that? It looked like an Eevee to me. Eevee eating popcorn with the 3D glasses on. Okay, so I don't need these layers on right now. What I want to do is I'm going to start by just getting rid of this green, the very farthest background stuff. Okay, and we're just going to do this manually. I'm not going to... We already tried earlier. It doesn't work. The auto select stuff doesn't work on a piece like this, so. Right, I have to turn that off so I can tell that I did it. Oh, this is still on. Okay, I'm gonna hard. There we go. Nice hard edges. We're just erasing away. And then so when we are done, we'll be able to turn this back on. You won't be able to tell, but we'll be able to get these layers in between. Actually, zoom in even farther. This kind of thing does take a little while, but I actually quite enjoy doing this. Just, it becomes a kind of meditative state. You can just relax, and you don't have to be making any big decisions for a minute. You can just erase. It's kind of like doing a coloring book, but it's the opposite because you're taking the color away. And it doesn't even matter too much. Sometimes I use that technique to ensure that I didn't miss any pixels when I was erasing. But for what we are doing this for, the reason we're doing this, doesn't really need to be that clean of an erasing job. Getting close to break time. First break out of the... Now going to take 2 breaks. 3 hours. 1 break every hour. And I was just rereading. There's this book I read a while ago called The First 20 Minutes. And it's about all these studies on exercise and physical health and stuff. And there was something in it that I wanted to refresh myself on. So I just reread the conclusion yesterday, like the concluding chapter. And I got reminded of the very powerful point it made about even if you exercise, if you spend most of your day sitting down, your risk for cardiac events is still high, statistically. So, when I read that, I was like, good job, me. Taking a break every hour. Get up. Don't sit down all the time. I was really proud of myself. Thank you, Sarah. I always wonder if maybe if I pushed myself really hard, I would get more interest from publishers or anybody wanting to hire an illustrator like me. But ultimately, I want to do this kind of work because I enjoy it. If I kill myself doing it, that's not enjoying it. So even if nobody ever really wants to hire me, that's okay. I would rather do it slow and steady and be happy in my quiet, personal way than having killed myself doing it and then there's no, you can't even enjoy it. There's just no point. What is this? I guess it's one of these layers, huh? Yeah. Let's see. I wonder if I should just... I'll just leave it. It's fine. There's these little teeny tiny pixels right here that I'm not erasing, but it's fine. It won't even be noticeable for the effect we're going for. Right? It's so true. It's so easy to push yourself. And then, so what I found, because that used to be my work style, is push myself until I just couldn't function anymore or whatever. And when it came to my art career, which until very recently was, well, not that recently now actually. Time flies. But I used to have this work style for my art career where I would just work on a piece for 12 hours straight or 16 hours straight. Just work until 6 a.m., and I started it the night before or something. And yeah, it was gratifying to have something to show after so little time. But then I would be burned out from a single night of work and not make another piece for like the next year. So I don't think that's worth it. The exchange is not worth it. I'm now trying to figure out how to work in a way slow and steady. I am an art turtle. I want to be an art turtle for life. And I really do. I hope that I will feel like so many artists that they don't really retire because they enjoy it so much that they just want to keep creating. I hope that I can craft such a life for myself. Almost done with this little section. Yay, moving down. Okay, we can get a bigger brush back out. So we don't have to be mega precise on edges like this one. So we can save a little bit of time by going to a bigger brush. Now, should I erase these? Well, at the very least, I should not erase this one. Maybe I'll erase these ones and have the confetti in front of them. But even then, I kind of feel like having this teeny tiny confetti, I feel like would be good behind. So yeah, to start, I will just only erase away this green. The background. Oh shoot, it's break time. Break time, yay! Which one is my save button? I don't remember where I mapped my buttons. Okay, this one. Saved. How do I? The close-up of the face was cute. Oh, I'll leave it on there for this one. Oh, this is gonna be great. It'll be right back right here like it's saying it. Caps, BRB. Oh, it's so small. So small. I gotta choose this one in order for it to also have a 3-point. Oh, that's too big. That's closer. No. Make it a color that stands out. Oh, that's pretty good. Great idea, Wolf. Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. It's got this texture in front of it. Okay. Oh, wait. Now it's behind. I gotta look over at my screen. My screen. I have so many screens. I gotta look over at the stream and see what that's... Okay, now I've got this be right back. I am going to take a nice 5-minute break, stretch, and all that good stuff. I hope everybody else will do the same. Be back in 5. Hello everyone, I am back. I hope you all had a great break. Let me remove this BRB thing from here because we are back now. What's going on? There we go. Alright. Sarah's back. Yay! Look at those little adorable animated icons. Thanks to Exy for animating those for us, since the Twitch animator is kind of eh. Back to erasing. I wish that Photoshop would automatically have like this little bit of a border here, because I like to see for sure that I'm erasing to the edge and not just trust that I'm erasing to the edge. Sometimes you can be tricked. You'll think you're erasing to the edge and you'll be like, ah, shoot, why is it scrolled over slightly? And then you have to go through and do that whole like strip again. Okay. So I'm erasing around all of the elements except for these very far background leaves. Erasing relatively roughly. For me, this is relatively rough erasing. It is an option, of course, to just try to draw those confettis so that they don't cover areas and then they look like they're in the background. Kind of the way you'd do it if you were using physical media. But I prefer to go to this effort because then if you think of something even more, you don't have to do this again or continue to paint extra carefully around things. You're more free to change it up and experiment and add something or whatever. Let's make the brush bigger. This section can use a way bigger brush. It's going to be really interesting to stream for 3 hours. I don't think I've worked on any creative thing for 3 hours in a row since school. That was, those projects were the last time because it was so urgent, you had very little time to get them done, and so kind of like you had no choice but to work on them in these desperate marathon sessions. This I don't want to be like that. I don't want it to feel like I'm doing a desperate marathon. I just want to feel like my afternoons are more specific. Before, I was trying to get so much done in a day. All these little things. An hour for this, an hour for that, and it was really starting to wear on me. So now, my mornings are still kind of like that because there's just a bunch of little things I need to do. Now the afternoons are starting this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The afternoon is live streaming. And on Monday, the afternoon is writing work. Then Tuesday is kind of miscellaneous day because that's when I have various meetings with people. That's when I have tutoring. I still have one student that I tutor in Japanese. And that's on Tuesday. So Tuesday's kind of a grab bag day, but I even have a little window. I could work on more illustration work or I could work on more writing work. So Tuesdays is like a miscellaneous. It just feels nicer in my brain to be able to think of it that way. The morning is the same every day. And then the afternoon is like, oh, which day is it? Oh, today we're working on an illustration. Yay! I have to admit, I'm a little bit worried about my writing work, though, because having only a single day for writing, when my number one main project is writing based, my Gryphon novel. But I'll just keep rolling with it. If I have to change it again, I'll change it again. I don't expect my work schedule will always be the same. This is how it will be for the rest of my life. Just make it work for me in that moment. So this part is a bit tough. I think this is meant to be... Okay, I think this area, this, and this are meant to be background. When you're zoomed in like this, you actually can't see the shapes as well. So that's why it's a little bit like, wait, what? But I think this is correct. Oh, I wanted to mention, I realized why my vegan cuts box wasn't here. It's because that was my dad's birthday present, so it got delivered to his house, which is not here, and that's why I got the notification that it got delivered, because I'm the one who bought it. But I bought him their specialty snack box that's out right now for his birthday. His birthday was on Memorial Day, so even though I ordered the item like on Friday or something, of course it with the holiday and everything else over the weekend, it was not going to make it, so it's a little bit late, but I let him know that it was coming, so hopefully he got it and is now enjoying some delicious snacks. In a second, I'll be able to use a really big brush for this huge area here. Oh wait, I think that was supposed to be a stream right there. You can barely tell anymore, but I think it was. There, it is now. So I left it. Alright, let's tackle this big area with a big brush. There. I love that little kitty. What is that kitty? Cute. Oh, I got crazy. Wait, here. Got a little too crazy with my brush there. It's nice when you can use this really big brush and make a huge amount of progress really fast. Oh, should I go down or should I go sideways? I think I'll go down. So then it ends right here. One more big brush. Whoops. Come on, don't do that. Thank you. Sometimes the right click on my is this called, on my stylus. I don't know if it's really sensitive or what, but it will right click, bring up the menu, and then think I clicked again and bring the menu and close the menu. Whenever I'm doing stuff like this, I always remember my illustration professor one time. He was telling the class about how you can take your physical media piece and take it further by working on it digitally. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I think I mentioned that I do something like that. Did I already do something like that? I can't remember exactly why he said this, but he basically said, take it even further. So he was like telling me to push the limits of what I'm already doing with digital media. And that was so liberating for him to tell me that, because I had, like so many artists do, this imaginary person in my brain criticizing me for cheating with digital media on my physical media work. And there's no rules in art. The only rules are if you have a client that paid you to do a certain thing and then you don't do it. And even then, certain artists don't care. And then the client is like, well, I really wanted it from this artist, so I guess I'll accept it or whatever. So it was so nice. I still think of that. His words echo. I still see his face. He was on his tablet. He looked over at me and he said, take it further. Like, aye, Captain. It's smiling. What's smiling? Is it that little kitty is smiling? I always tell a story and then I forget what I was saying. And then I see y'all's chats and then I'm like, what? I don't know what you're responding to. Oh, the Gryphon. What, this one? Beep. That one? Yeah. I tried to make everybody look like they were smiling. There should be a string here, but was this supposed to be it? No, I don't think so. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Nope, there's no string. So I'll just forget about it. Or I'll be like, right here. Alright, that's where they're connected. That spot right there. My favorite one. This one? Is this your favorite one? With the wings open? Oh, I didn't remember that I went all the way down this wing here. Whee! Alright, smaller brush for the little detail areas. Zoop. I thought I had hardly any work left to do. And then I got this great idea from Sarah to add some confetti in, which I think is so great in the corner up here with the cake face baby Gryphon. I did feel like it needed a little something. It just seemed kind of barren over there. And now, I have a great idea. Confetti! At the start of this stream, I thought there was so little to do that I would also show my process of turning this into Patreon postcards. But we'll see if there's time for that at this rate now. We still have about an hour and a half, so it could still happen. And I thought it could be nice for patrons who don't follow me on Twitch, but they follow the posts I put on Patreon. I can post this video, or whatever video has the, if I get to that point on stream, the process of turning them into postcards. The paint is really rather rough here. It's hard to tell what's supposed to be a petal on the flowers and what's supposed to be back. Like, I'm pretty sure this was meant to stay all white right here, but it ended up being all green. But that's okay. I'm so used to constantly narrating everything I'm doing, but there's so little thought necessary for this, so don't really have much to say about it. Just keep erasing away until the background is out of this layer. I wonder if the microphone is catching the sound of the stylus on the tablet surface. And maybe the sound of my glove. I have one of those drawing gloves on so that my hand doesn't stick to the tablet. Is this all the way up? Yeah, it's got to be all the way up at the top. Take a little break for a second and show what I'm aiming for. So this will be on the top. No, this will be here. And then this original edited layer will be on, and then we'll turn on the Kami Hubuki, and as you can see, it now sits behind all of our main characters. But I haven't erased this spot yet, so that's why that Confetti is only over here. So that is what I'm going for. And then we can edit the confetti be different colors or redo it, you know, if I'm like, this isn't exactly what I wanted, or I want to add more, or I want to add a third layer of a different size or something. Uh-oh. Alright, first Wolf says it sounds like drawing. It sounds like drawing. Nice. That's a good sound then. I'm glad it's not an annoying sound. And also, Wolf redeemed a goose. Do your best animal impersonation, goose. We actually have a lot of Canada geese here, but I want to listen to a video first and hear what it sounds like before I do my impersonation. So let's do this goose. Okay, Canada goose call, so that I can deliver. Canada goose attack is the first suggested search term. No, Canada goose call. No, not these. How do you... Friendly little goose hisses. Yeah, I could do the honk honk, or I could do the hissing. Here we go. Here's an hour of it. Ambient sound. Let me see. Oh, this is tough. Waiting for another one. Ugh, it keeps going off as I talk. I need to be quiet. Okay. Yep, ambient goose calling. That's what it is. That's what it is. I am so pleased. I love going down. We have a nature reserve nearby my house, and there's lots of geese there, and I love just being there. And actually, I have practice doing a goose impersonation, because when the geese have their little babies, like this time of year, I try to honk at them politely, let them know that I'm not going to do anything, just passing by. But now I've listened to it, so... Okay, here it goes. I hope you enjoyed that. That was my attempt, and I think that you might have heard the sound out of my phone so that you could compare what you think about my impersonation of a goose, Canada goose honking. I don't know if that was a goose, but it was definitely a bird. Okay, that's close enough. Yay. Now I'm going to have a little sip of my smoothie. Still have a quarter of my smoothie left. When you listen closely... Oh, Wolf loved it. Yay! When you listen closely to a goose like that, it's actually... At least for me, it becomes starkly apparent that I am not physically equipped to make a goose sound. The sound that comes out is like from a different instrument than what nature gave me. But that was my best. Thank you for redeeming that, Wolf. That always makes it so fun. Do silly things like that. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to have a nice, fun list of all the different animals that I've done so far. That's like the third or fourth one that you've ordered. That you've ordered from the catalog of impersonations. It's easy to do a goose hiss though, because it literally just sounds like a hiss. It's like like a cat. And so many people are like, geese are so mean, and I'm like, people eat geese. They are protecting their babies. I don't think they're mean. I think they're being good parents. I like geese quite a bit. I love seeing the little flocks of goslings this time of year. So cute. When I go to the reserve or to the park, because they live in the parks too, anywhere there's a body of water. I always do my best to give them plenty of room and show them that I mean no harm and stuff. And I've never been attacked by a goose, so it works for me. Then I just use my 10 times zoom on my camera. On my, what do I have, the Google Pixel 7. I think it has like, no, or maybe it's 5 times optical zoom. And take pictures of their babies. From far away. Here's more of that other layer showing through from the adjustment layer that I did, but that's okay, we'll just leave it. We can turn this brush up in size. That was a reviving break, Wolf. Thank you for that. I feel so energized after making... That's the key. If you're feeling tired, just do a goose impersonation and you'll perk right up. Yeah, just respect their space, walk by. That's the smart way to do it. Yeah, they know that, by that point, they know that you're not going to hurt them, so that's good. I had similar warnings given to me when I was in Nara, Japan. They are famous for their wild deer, but since they are revered by I think Shinto and Buddhist lore, can't remember exactly, but they are protected, legally protected, and so there's just these deer everywhere, and people love to come, and you can get these crackers and stuff from vendors and feed the deer crackers and everything. But there's all these signs around, and you can see videos about this online too if you want to see more about it. Like, watch out, the deer bite. And the whole time I was there, I didn't have any unwanted interaction with any of the deer. The only ones I saw doing things that people might not like, the people were acting all weird, and they were acting jumpy, or like they were kids running around and screaming, and so the little baby deer were running around with them and like chasing them and stuff. It's I think it really, the animals return to you what you give to them. Because we had a tour guide, and she got us each a pack of crackers to feed to the deer. I gave out mine, and they took them nice and gently, calm, and very peaceful. And when I was done and I had no more crackers, I put my hands up, all my fingers spread, palms facing the deer, and they're like, oh, and just walked away calmly. So I think it really makes a difference how you act to changing how an animal reacts. Why would you catch a duck? I have never caught a duck with my hands. I think I probably caught a chicken when I was younger. I had, in 2 different times in my life, when I was a kid, I had a flock of chickens. the first flock was my actual flock of chickens. The second flock was the homeowner's chickens, and we were renting. And I was in charge of taking care of them. So I think I may have caught a chicken before, but never a duck. Why would you do that? Why would you catch a duck? I would like someday to be able to have my own miniature farm sanctuary and be a place where rescued ducks, chickens, turkeys, etc. could come. But right now I just have my little micro sanctuary with my 2 pigeons, 2 dogs, and Kiki, our cat. That's why I remind myself, like, you don't have to have a registered charity to have a sanctuary for animals. My home is a sanctuary for animals. So I've caught a pigeon with my hands. That's another one. That's funny. Your grandma dared you and then she just did it. Probably the duck didn't know she could move that fast either. Interesting. Yeah, now that you mention it, I actually have caught other birds. Chickens aside, I don't remember for sure. Surely I did have to hold my chickens at some point. But I've definitely caught, because Sora was, we don't know exactly what was wrong with her. I think she was just struggling to survive out on her own. And we literally rescued her out of our backyard. And I wasn't sure what kind of bird she was at first until I got really close up and I didn't know she'd be aggressive. So I had like big thick rubber kitchen gloves on, and I was very, very cautious, but she just let me pick her up out of the tree branch, and that was that. So, but I think that I had an edge because there's something wrong with her. I think she was just sort of starving because she was underweight, and then when we brought her back to the vet, she had gained like I can't remember how much, but she had gained a significant number of grams in weight. Oh, have a safe trip. I assume you're driving. You said she was at the groomer's, right? So I hope that she is beautiful and clean smelling and fills your car with the lovely scent of a laundered pooch. Bye! Speaking of ducks, this morning on my run, there's this really busy road that I run along when I'm doing a speed run, because it's got really long stretches of sidewalk without being broken up too much by roads, intersecting roads. And the street's really busy though, so when I got to this certain point, there were these 2 ducks attempting to walk across the road. It's a 3-lane road. And I was like, oh man, y'all need to pick it up. You need to pick up the pace. So I actually started running at them, even though I was basically in the street. No one was coming yet. I started running at them. And eventually what I hoped would happen did. Me running at them got them to actually flap their wings and fly across the road. Because I have seen, let's just say I've seen very sad scenes on that road before. So, speaking of ducks, I feel like I did a good deed for a couple of ducks today. They don't know it. They were like, we were just going to peacefully walk across this road, and then this freaking human came across and started attacking us. We had to fly away. They don't know. I would rather scare them across the road than watch them get smushed. I'm glad they did fly away, though. They didn't fly away for a long time. I was like, come on, guys, come on. Don't waddle across the busy street. Furminated. Oh, belly shaved. Wow. Yeah, they're really fluffy dogs when they're not living in a really northern climate is really tough for them. It's actually, their fur can keep them cool up to a certain temperature. But like here in Boise, the temperatures it gets up to here, it's too hot. That technique doesn't really work. In the summer, it gets like over 100 degrees. It can be over 100 for days on end. The high, 100 Fahrenheit. So that's like what, 40, 38, 40, I think, Celsius. Happily, our dogs are not big, giant, fluffy dogs, so it's still starting to get too hot to walk them in the afternoon on some days, even though summer's not even here yet. Oh, that would be good. Illegal to hit the ducks. I don't know if it's illegal here. Happily, a lot of people do stop here. There have been so many times when I'm seeing these little strings of ducklings going across the street, and I'm like, oh, no, no, no. And then the people stop, and I'm like, oh, thank God. But, Wolf, have a great trip back home. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, too, if you can't make it back. I'm really grateful that you joined me. So I hope you have a safe trip home and enjoy the rest of your day with Audie. Okay, getting so close to done. As I said earlier, I'm just doing really rough erasing. We don't need this super crazy precise for this. We're like at least halfway done. Maybe getting to 2/3 done. Whoops. It was just so lively in here, it feels weird. It's all quiet now. Because I'm still just doing this, not mindless, but very easy task. So I haven't got too much to say about it. Now it's erasing away so that we can make the cool confetti effect. I wonder if we use the confetti layer as a hint layer, I can get Photoshop AI to do something good with it. So Photoshop has this commercial they do sometimes, and it has like a kid saying, oh, let's make it a unicorn and blah 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 blah, and it makes this perfect image. I try to do that. It does not turn out how it shows in the commercial. This is not what they promised. It's okay. The only time I've been disappointed was I was making a logo and I just wanted like an earth, but like an earth made out of vegetables. And I had to go through so many iterations to finally get what I was hoping for. Or at least a close enough thing. I really do hope I get this done today. So next week I am taking off for my 1 week off per month. It's taking off from streaming, not from everything. So that I can get some other things done and also just call it my recharge week so that I can literally recharge from streaming, because it actually was quite mentally taxing. I quite enjoy it, but it's still mentally taxing to live stream. I guess because I'm not just live streaming playing a game and sort of just having fun, I'm also doing my career work, so it's a little bit more intense, I think. So I'd like to take that week off, and I really would like to get this done today so that tomorrow I can make Patreon rewards and get those sent out for May before May is over. And then maybe even start brainstorming on my next illustration piece, which I am going to start a new project that hopefully it won't take as long as these full color pieces are, because it will just be basically black and white. And I intend to do one in between each of these full color pieces. So I want to do my first one next. What it is, my idea for my next new project. Yeah, typical artist starting a new project when I haven't finished all my other projects. But no, this is for a really good reason to start a new project. I recently officially became signed up as a volunteer with the Protego Foundation, which works to sort of galvanize the fantasy fandom to help animals. And as a volunteer, I am going to be making artwork that can be used to raise money or be used as Patreon rewards for the Protego Foundation Patreon. And so this project is going to be a sort of fantasy naturalist's sketchbook, kind of like Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts, but I want it to be more general. I'm going to use my mythology encyclopedia and just start doing a sketchbook style ink drawing of the mythical animals that I find in there. So that'll be my next illustration project. My next piece. So it'll be cool if I could start that tomorrow. Oh, Aoife's starting to have a dream. She's growling. She's like a little T-Rex. And my arm is getting a bit tired. Oh, it's almost break time again. She's still dreaming. She's growling at someone in her dream. I don't think she woke up. She's like, licking her chops and did a big sigh. I think she woke up from her dream. Okay, big brush for this section. Oh, and look at this huge section over here. Let's go back over here. I can't decide. Let's finish this big V shape right here first, and then we'll move back over. I'll get that little bit in the crook there with a smaller brush. Shoop. Okay. Clean up these little edges. Right there. Okay, back to this section. What's up, girl? Aoife just stood up and sniffed my leg. Now she's itching herself. I don't think she's... Yeah, she curled right back up. Guess she just needed a little stretch after that dream. I shouldn't have deleted that be right back later, because now I'm going to have to make a new one. I forgot. Or I didn't forget, I did not realize that that was a consequence. Eventually I hope to just make a little be right back screen. Ideally it would be an animated image that shows off my artwork. Then I could just click that. But that's like really low on my to-do list, so who knows if or when that will ever get made. I guess at the very least, having a ping image that says BRB that I click on, that would work. Doesn't have to be a super special animated thing. It's easy enough to. It's just as easy as typing it on here, but then I just save it and make it a layer on OBS. So maybe that's my solution. I suppose it is nice to allow whatever I'm working on to stay on the screen, so that if anybody drops in while I am away, they can see what I'm doing and what I'll be coming back to. Decided to erase all that green after all. I was like, don't keep it. Nah. Oh, slowly getting there, slowly getting there. These just these two general sections left. Oh, but it's break time again. Yay. Time to go stretch. Rest my eyes. I like to go look outside and really look off into the distance and get some natural light flowing into my eyes instead of just the light from my screen right in my face. So, let's put another... We'll do it again like this. Be right back. Guess it's in small letters this time. Oh, right. I have to pay attention to my chat box. There. That works. All right. I am going to go stretch and have a break. I hope everybody else will do the same. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Hello everyone, I'm back again. 2 breaks in 1 stream, wow. And I'm happy to say I'm not feeling too tired, even though this is now the start of my 3rd hour of streaming. Yay! It's been a long time since I've streamed this long. I feel I've definitely streamed 3 hours in the past, but not as a regularly scheduled thing, I don't think so. Alright, we don't need this layer anymore. Go back to erasing away the background. There's so little left. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, right. I need my eraser. I actually stepped outside this time. Didn't just look outside through the window. I went and saw how my pigeons were doing in their aviary, in their pigeon mansion. They seemed quite content. Sora was doing this thing where sometimes they rest, they lay on their one wing. They put one of their wings under them and lay on it. And Kumo, when I came closer and said hi, he did a nice big stretch. So, alright, you're doing pretty good. Because I think if they weren't enjoying themselves out there, they would not be all in vulnerable positions such as laying on their own wing or stretching out their whole... I've never seen a bird stretch like that before. Or maybe I saw my chickens do it when I was a kid, but I forgot. It's so cute because they stretch out their tail, one leg, and one wing on the same side all at once. It's this beautiful, elegant motion. So that was nice. It's really nice outside. If it was a weekend day, I would be just out there laying on the patio couch. It's warm, but it's not so hot that I dislike it. I actually prefer to be too warm than to be too cold. So it's really nice out there. Of course, my favorite weather is cloudy and rainy and all that stuff, but if it's going to be sunny, this is a really nice day, so. It doesn't have to be my favorite weather for it to be a great day. one little, nearly a triangle. It's not quite a triangle, nearly a triangle left. I can tackle it really fast with this giant brush. And then we'll get a little more precise with a smaller brush. There. I think that's it. Let's zoom out and make sure. Hooray! Let's press save real quick. I don't know if I saved before I don't know when the last time I saved was, but at least I remember now. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, we'll bring back this layer, and then here's the confetti layer, the small ones, way far in the background. I think maybe here I will lighten them up because it's really competing with this. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, I'm on eraser, so I'm going to bring the size up, the hardness down, and we'll do like a 50% opacity. Kami Hubuki. So I just want to lighten them up here because we've got so many spot-like things already happening, these little highlights on the wings as well, and it's a little bit too much here, so just fade that out in the middle. So they're still there, but not quite so obvious. And let's turn the whole thing down, actually. Yeah, let's go back. This is a great idea. Okay, let's just see what it's like if we just turn down about 70%. Oops, wrong thing. Long layer, wrong layer. Okay. We want Kami Hubuki, and we want this one on. And then this one about 75%. Okay, I think it will be easier if I move my tablet back up. Blah. It's so heavy. I had to have help, and I will need help if I ever move this tablet somewhere else to get it onto the arm. It's so heavy, you cannot do it by yourself. Because the arm has to be really strong too. So the arm is so strong to be able to handle this that you can't. It's just not manageable. All right. I actually kind of like it being just white. I don't seem like that. What about these ones? Maybe. What if we put, I'm just going to try some experiments now. What if we put a pattern overlay on this? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. On this one. Okay. Layer style. Pattern overlay. What if we do a, it's hard to see if it's getting bigger or smaller. Okay, I think that's making it smaller. Okay. But I don't necessarily want this one. Let's see. I have so many patterns that what I did was interesting. I got all these scrapbooking papers from Michael's, and I scanned them in and made my own textures. These ones have to be bigger for you to really get the pattern. Actually kind of nice. Of course, we can change the, oh, this is nice, makes them look sparkly. We can change the color as well if we put a color overlay. It might be nice to do gradient overlay as well. So opacity down, and let's do greens, see what happens if we do greens. I kind of like this, but I want the brighter stuff on the top. Oh, that's different. No, that's not really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to cover that purple color. Oh, wait. No, I can just do normal, and then I can choose. Because what I did when I made these patterns was choose... Oh, Just Freebird, hello! Thank you for joining me! Yay! Hello, hello! Welcome! I hope you weren't waiting too long. I was thinking, so I wasn't looking at my chat. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. How are you? It's great to see you. Oh, what I was saying was that when I scanned these in, I made a color one based on whatever the actual color of the paper was, and then I made a grayscale one for each. So I'll just use the grayscale one, and then I don't have to worry about the colors. What's the word? Interacting in a way I don't want with this gradient overlay. Let's see, maybe we'll take opacity down. I kind of do want to... Oh, are you vegan as well? Yay! I don't see anybody. Oh, so wonderful. I'm so happy. Yay! Thank you for being vegan. That's so wonderful. I don't see... Well, I made up all these tags by myself, basically, but I have not come across anyone else using them for art streams, so... Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That is so excellent. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I put those tags in there. Like, nobody's finding me because of them, but now I found you. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. I'm thinking about putting these effects on this other layer, but I don't know. I kind of want to put this layer in the background too and make a bigger layer. Then again, I don't know about doing the color. Everything else is so colorful. I'm going to take this stuff off. Kind of like it just being white. Or just solid color. And doing too much. I think I'm trying to do too much with it. Let's just try solid color. Try it again. Just Freebird, were you doing anything fun today? Have you live streamed today? Or are you going to stream? There's only a few of us here, but I could raid you later when I'm... Let's see, I've got about 40 minutes left in my stream. Let's see. Alright. Color overlay. What if we just apply a color? Whoa. Why is it on a weird setting? What color should it be? Oh, maybe this pink. And I really like the idea of having confetti, but it's kind of... Maybe if I erase some selectively. Oh, not sure. Yeah. That's okay. I have those days all the time. For some reason, when I type, my fingers get dyslexic or something. And my brain is like, I'm going to type this word. And my finger's like, I know which letter. And the fingers are like trying to race each other to the letter. And then it ends up just like what you have there. So, behind the scenes thing. Fingers too fast for brain. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it is hard. I'm always struggling. When I started live streaming my illustration work, my main illustration work, which was this year, I was like, okay, I will have times before the streams in order to get stuff done like brainstorming and looking up reference images, etc. And it just didn't work out that way. It's like the time I have to stream is the time I have for illustration, so I'm doing like all these random things on the stream, like looking up reference images and stuff. But I think it works. I think it works all right. Why is it doing all this stuff? I just want to move this little piece of confetti. Why does it have to give me all of these outlines? I don't need all these crazy outlines. I think what I need to do is just change up some of this. It's like here, this one wouldn't really be there, so I'm just gonna change up where some of these are, and then I'll feel better about what I'm seeing, I think. Put some more over here, by that one's space. It is good to have some overlapping with other elements in the scene. But how this one is like right on the edge of the tail, I don't really like, so I'm gonna put it right there. It's teeny tiny little changes. Like this one is just barely, this is called a tangent. So barely touching right on the edge of the stick. Let's do that. So let's move some of these too. Wait, where's my, there it is. Streams are chaos because I don't know half the time what I gotta do. Streaming things never end. It's always something to update, change. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. I spent yesterday, I had all these other things I was going to do yesterday. No, I spent yesterday, like, updating my streaming schedule, making, little, not icons, but just, what would you call them? They're the little header images for my, oh gosh, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I made a bunch of images for my Twitch channel. And yeah, you could just keep updating forever. There's always something. And thank you for your kind words about this piece. The confetti is the development. Just today I was so happy. One of my viewers started doing a bunch of confetti emotes. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, it's confetti for the party. And I was like, oh, you're a genius. And so that's why I would have been done with this over an hour ago. Instead, I was like, yes, we're adding confetti. And so here we are. Look at this stuff all should move. I think maybe keeping these confettis in the background would help. I mean, not the background. Having them in front of the nest when the nest is this close, it's kind of not working well with the word is eluding me. But basically, the confetti should be way bigger if they're in front of, say, these flowers. Let's move all of this stuff up. Maybe we'll just erase some too, I don't know. For now, we're just going to try and move them. I'm going to call you Freebird, by the way. I just realized that it would be easier to call you Freebird instead of just Freebird every time. So I hope you're alright with that. Okay, good. Oh, just a little more work. Boop. You in the US? Did you have a nice 3-day weekend too? I don't want to cover up these wings too much. I worked so hard on those wings. Oh, my go-to meal? Oh, it's definitely my... This is the thing I eat the most. Green smoothie. I have one every weekday morning for my breakfast / lunch. I make a big one the night before, and then I can just sip on that and keep working throughout the day so that I don't have to interrupt my workflow with eating. It really is so disruptive for me. It's nice to be able to just be like, I'm just going to carry this shaker bottle around with my delicious green smoothie. Today it was apple ginger. Apple ginger smoothie. It felt short. I know what you mean. I don't feel like I got rested up. That extra day off? No, it does not feel like a vacation. Yeah, I think of maybe what I want to do is not have any of these confettis on these foreground people. So we've got the two people in the background. We have the confettis in front of them, but I'm just gonna erase them. Or I'd like to. Why isn't it erasing? Size. Opacity is up. Huh, why aren't you erasing? Are it? Oh, because I'm still selected over here. Oh, you had some awesome donuts. Yes, I love that too. That's something that nobody told me. And that's something that I hope to help others see. That it's actually so fun trying all the new different vegan foods. Even if it doesn't even just have to be like a new product that's out. But just like, how can I make brownies with vegan ingredients? And then being like, oh, it's just as easy, and also it's technically more healthy. All this other stuff like this. So I hope to emphasize that it's actually fun. It's not just like the right thing to do for your health, for animals, and the planet. It's actually fun. What flavored donuts did you have? So mean whenever people talk about donuts. Donuts is one of my weaknesses. I love donuts. Last month we went to Portland, Oregon, and my favorite donut shop there is not Voodoo Donuts, it's Dough Donuts, all vegan. And they're so good. The first time I went, well, actually I've not gone there. I keep ordering delivery to the hotel whenever I'm in town. And I got the big dozen, and it came in this huge, long box. It was epic. Let's see, I'm just going to erase this one. These ones where it's drew two of them together is kind of weird. Oh, once again, I'm still selected over there. Okay. Oop, okay. Yeah, this is so much better. I don't know if I will keep this pink color, though. This is better. Ah, no! I want you to move that piece of confetti. This is better, but I wonder if it would just be easier. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I'm going to make another edited cutout layer. Edited cutout 2. And let's see, what do I want to erase? I want to erase the background people, I think. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. So yeah, I'll erase all this. I'll pull my tablet monitor down into my lap. So Freebird, what's your favorite go-to meal? I forgot to ask you in return. I love the smoothie because I can, it's not just easy to, why is it not erasing? Not again. It's not only easy to eat throughout the day, I pack it full of like all the nutrients that you'd ever need. So I actually put beans in it and soy milk, kale or spinach. Oh, it is erasing. I just didn't turn that off. And so not only is it delicious, easy, it has like all the nutrition I need for a whole day in a single bottle. So that's why that's my go-to. I've been perfecting it over months. I recently have come to start perfecting the specific flavor profile using inspiration from other smoothie recipes. Like putting apple pie spice in when I use apples, and then it's like an apple pie smoothie. Alright, I want to erase this whole, oh, goodbye! Erase this whole Gryphon. Oh, I'll allow this. This isn't swearing to me, so I'll allow your message. Oh man, Thai, yeah. I know what you mean. Ever since I went vegan, my favorite foods have become curries, and specifically Thai curries. I always liked them before, but now I'm obsessed with them. So good. It's like I would never say no. I could eat Thai red curry every night for the rest of my life. Curry is everything. Yes. So good. And it's also another one of those things you could just pack full of nutrients, and the flavor is just amazing. I've heard that's actually pretty common, though, that curry becomes your favorite food when you go vegan. Just so flavorful, so much nutrition. It's actually relatively easy to make. Now you're making me hungry. I'm thinking about making curry. I haven't decided what I'm going to have for dinner yet. Maybe we have some curry in the pantry. I want some curry now. I really want to try some Thai red or yellow curry on... I've been getting these rice blends to get them more nutrition. I'm obsessed with nutrition, not just for my health, but also for... I call myself a casual bodybuilder. So I'm trying to reach my ideal physique as well. And so I've been getting these rice blends. And I haven't tried... I don't think I've tried any curry with them, and I think it would be good. Yesterday I had the rice blend, had like brown rice, black rice, and wild rice, I think. And I made stir-fry baby bok choy cabbages with red bell peppers and these interesting Chinese-style tofus that are super high protein, and they're really yummy on that rice. That was good. Oh, it made it a few times. Yes. It's so great that there's the vegan fish sauce too, because I personally have people who are just allergic to shellfish and they're not vegan, and so there's just yet another reason to choose the vegan option, though, because of allergies. What's the plan for this? Hey, you got it, cards. Yep, it's going to be a half-fold birthday card. So let me zoom out. So right down the middle will fold like this, and so that no matter which side you're looking at, it should be a nice scene. And then it will be like whoever receives the card is getting an art gift, because it's like getting a print since it goes across the whole thing. So yeah, that's the plan for this. And we're so close to done too. I really hope to get the work done today, but if not, I have another 3-hour stream tomorrow for illustration work. This is actually the second birthday Gryphon piece I've done. 2 years ago I did my very first birthday Gryphon birthday card illustration. I'd really like to be able to do one every year, but they always take so long, so I have only so far done one every other year. Okay, I've got to erase a little bit more precisely here next to this leaves, because the leaves are small, but they're well in front of this Gryphon that I've erased. Amazing, thank you. Thank you. The Society of Children's Books Writers and Illustrators is coming up. Summer conference is coming up soon, and I hope to also enter this piece into the Illustrators Showcase. I've entered the last 2 years, haven't gotten any interest yet, but my hope is that having entered multiple years in a row, folks will see that I'm continuing to make work, that I have an established style, and I'm self-motivated, I have a good work ethic, etc. I'm hoping that's what the result will be. But worst case scenario, even if there's no one interested, I still have my own projects that I'm working on that I hope to get published someday. Okay. Let me lift my behemoth monitor or tablet back up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There's like winners and stuff too for the showcase, but I'd consider myself a winner if an art director emailed me. That would be enough for me. I do have something that may come in the future. There's a small farm animal sanctuary here in Boise, and the owner asked me recently if I might be interested in illustrating her book that she wants to tell the story of 2 of their rescue pigs. So that would be really cool, but she has not even, she might have started the manuscript by now, but it's like not ready. You have to have the complete manuscript first to really do the illustrations, otherwise you might have to just be making changes all the time. But that would be cool. I would be really happy to be able to work on a project like that. Because I'm always hoping to find a way to help animals with my work. Okay. I'm much more satisfied about this, so now I'm going to go back to moving these little confettis around. What I'm seeing here is that there's like perfectly not touching this branch, so let's move some so that some are touching the branch. Maybe this one I'll move over. Maybe we put one on top of that. Heh, yeah. Might be good to move a piece a little lower too, so that it's going behind the nest. Something like that. All pigs are your fave. They're so lovely. Oh, I really want to go. I really want to go to Farm Sanctuary. Either the one in Los Angeles or I guess it's on my bucket list to go to the one in New York. I think Watkins Glen, and stay in their cabins. I want to make it like an art retreat too. Yes, their cabins. Yes. Oh, it's so good to talk to someone who knows what I'm talking about. It is a dream. It is a bucket list. Go stay at the Farm Sanctuary cabins, and it feels like it would be so great. My sister is vegan too, and she's also a professional artist. So to be able to go stay there and make it a sort of little personal art retreat with the 2 of us or something, I feel like that would be so awesome. So if you ever want to come, just let me know. I'll let you know when we're going and we can meet up. Art retreat at Farm Sanctuary. Dreamy. That would be so dreamy. Oh, I see. That one goes in front. I didn't necessarily want it in the front. I thought it would go behind this wing, but I forgot what I was doing. Okay. This is pretty good, though. I think maybe just moving something so it's behind here. Also, I don't want to cover up too much of these wings. I don't want it to be like, oh, it's magically not being covered up by all this confetti. But I worked really hard on these wings, so I don't want them to be covered up. Let's put this one behind this head. It's nice to have overlap like that. And yeah, let's move this one too. I don't care if it's too perfect that it's not touching the wing. I really worked hard on these wings. I was so happy with the result. Oh, let's have this one go coming off of the edge. Yay, I'm so glad that it's noticeable. I'm so glad. I really did. And I'm so proud of how they turned out. Like, if I do say so myself, and I often do say so myself, but I wouldn't make work that I didn't like, so. Alright, let me, oh, I don't want this blue box there. Okay. I'm just sitting back for a minute. I think actually leaving this on top of here is fine. Because this is, basically this part right here is my favorite part. It just turned out so nice. Anyway, we'll leave that one. So the wing is covered up a little bit over on this side. What I was going to say is I am sitting back and observing the overall effect. I suppose having something coming from behind this beak would be good too. Shoop. Oh, I don't know. I don't actually like that. Undo that. Changed my mind, but at least I tried it. It's good to try it and see. And I've got a few popping out from behind the nest, and I feel like actually I really like this being just white. But maybe instead of a color overlay, I'll just do a not a gradient, a pattern overlay in grayscale with very low opacity, just so that they're not stark white. Well, let's see, maybe there's a different pattern that would be nice. Something like that. Makes it look like canvas. Flowers. That's color. Flowers might actually be nice. I zoom this in. I can never do it. Okay, I'll just click OK. I want to zoom in and see what it looks like. Oh, that's nice. Little sakura pattern on there. It's a little too much, I think, though. Plain old white might just be the way to go. It's just, I think the white is a little distracting when I zoom out, especially with these spots on the tails for the two little babies in the middle. I kind of like the idea of the floral, but it's hard to see it. Okay, if I make it super tiny, you can kind of see it better. I took the color overlay away, but if I do green, I'm just experimenting away. I do not think this is going to work though. I'm gonna make it really light green. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Maybe make it a little lighter. Something in between white and green. so that it doesn't overpower the really light areas in the foreground. But I don't want to just make it transparent. I guess I could make it really, really crazy colored and then turn down the opacity. But then it kind of blends too much into the background. Grrr. Here's something closer to their hat color and the pennants in the background. What if I just take it from the hat color? Oh, it's so dark. I'm torn. I'm torn. There's probably no right answer. Oh, there's only 10 minutes left. Instead of multiply, do light. Oh no, it doesn't work at all. I don't like that. What if I do it in bevel? Nah, it's too corny. What if I do it just very lightly? Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Looks like makes it look like a collage. I kind of like that. It's a little 1 pixel inner bevel. What if I do outer bevel? Oh, me likey. I think I'm gonna use this. Because what is giving me trouble is that the confetti, either the only way it really stands out in a way that I like is when it's white, but then it's just a little bit too much. Giving it this bevel makes it stand out in a different kind of way without, or let's see, it allows it to sit back a little bit without getting lost in the background. That's what I'm trying to say. So even though it makes it kind of arts and crafty or something, I'm going to go with it. I think it looks nice. So now this background one, it's currently white, so maybe we'll just add a color overlay to it. This is so far away, I don't think there's any point putting a pattern overlay. And it's also so far away that I want to make it a lot brighter of a green. And we don't need any bevel, that way this will stay in the background. So let's just do that. I think that looks nice. Hooray! Okay, let's save. I haven't saved in a while. I'll zoom out and see what the overall effect is. Okay, with the bevel, I'm actually going to turn down the depth too. It's a little too strong. What if I do 25%? Still pretty strong. 10%? Oh, I'm doing depth, not, oh. Whoa, 1,000. No. This isn't what I want. I just want to make the, oh, this is what I want. Shadow. Turn the shadow down. Ah ha ha. That's better. 25. Nice solid 25. The highlight's not showing up too much, so I'll just leave that as is. Let's see what this looks like zoomed out. Oh, hooray! Me likey! I guess the only thing is there's this one little, even zoomed out this far, this single piece. Oh, thank you, Exie! Yay! The single piece of confetti is bothering me. I think because it's interrupting the psychic line between the eye and the cupcake. So we're going to move it down. Is this the right one? Maya, yes. Oh, thank you, thank you. We're so close to done. It's so exciting. I'm going to put this one behind the head there. Oh, that looks nice, I think. Let's zoom out some more, see what the overall effect is. Ah, so much better. Not having that interruption there between the same. Laser eyes into the cupcake. I'm thinking about whether I should clean up the star here in the eye a little bit more. I can't remember. I think I changed it, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It's fine. Let's save again. 5 minutes to go. Oh! 5 minutes. Well, I don't really see anything else I want to do other than my final thing that I always do, which is an overlay of a color gradient, usually. And I love the updated gradient tool in the, what is this? Photoshop Creative Cloud. It's so nice. So I think I'll just do a circle. So basically the older versions of Photoshop that I've used, you had to pull it, let it go, and that was the one you had. And you had to keep doing it over and over. Now you've got these awesome tools where you can edit it. So I want some, like, what? Wait, I went past it. Greens. So the scene I'm imagining is very green. I think I'll use this same one I used on something else. I don't remember what. We'll do a circle. Pull it out so it's really, really soft. We don't want this to be 100% though. No, not even 50%. Usually 10% is what I do. And apply the overlay mixing. I don't remember what this is called. It's like mixing or something. Anyway, do the overlay effect on top of that. See if that's too much. It's a bit much. Let's just try 5%. It is very vibrant colors that I chose for the gradient. And I picked this gradient, but I wonder if maybe something a little warmer would be better. I don't really see much of a difference. Okay, if I look at the big cupcake, I do see a difference. I wonder if maybe even something like this would be better. That's even cooler. I want it to be a warm scene. I'm imagining it's like a summer. Because all the plants are in full leaf. I think it makes sense for it to be a warm summer birthday. Well, how's this overall? I kind of like this. Yeah, I like this better than the gradient I had chosen because I'm not losing as much of that nice red color in these leaves here. Which, these leaves are just in the corner, but they're my favorite of all the leaves I did. Yeah, I think that's good. Nice subtle effect. Say it's good, and then this one's face is just so cool looking. What if I edit? color itself. Why won't you let me edit the color itself? I want to change the green so it's not so... What if I do yellows? Oranges. Oh, there's not one. Dang. Hold on. What color options do I have? Blues, purples, pinks. What about pinks? This baby was the sort of inspiration for all of them. The idea of a baby's first birthday getting all cake face. And so, for that one to be all cold in the corner seems kind of sad. So that's why I'm trying to find something else that I like better. Also, I guess making this cupcake look cold is kind of sad too. Wait, I'm not even on the overlay layer. That's why it's not like... That's why it wasn't letting me. Nope, it's still not letting me. Oh, kind of like this one. Warms up the whole thing. That definitely feels like a summer scene. But I feel like it should be even more. Just, let's go down to 3%. Yeah. I'm especially looking at this baby's face in the corner, the top right corner, and the giant cupcake in the top left corner. Without this overlay of oranges, they both look kind of green. I mean, of course they look green because I put the green underlay with the paint when I first started the watercolor. But they look cool, green and cool. Adding this overlay warms them up a bit. And I think especially for the cupcake and for a living thing, having it look warm is better. So let's save again. Oh, and we're just barely over time, and I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything else I want to do other than make these into Patreon rewards. So, yay! Let's call it good for today. Woohoo! Finally finished this piece after however many months it took, like 3 months to finally finish this. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I did. Thank you. 3 hours. I think this is going... My back is a little bit like, but I think this is going to work. So I'm looking forward to my new streaming schedule of 3 hours, 3 days a week. 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. Oh, you're welcome, Freebird. Thank you for joining me, too. It's so great to see you in the chat and find out that there's another vegan streamer, another vegan art streamer on Twitch. I'm so happy about that. And we can gush about our favorite foods. You can tell me about cool places, and I'll tell you about cool places. Like Dough Donuts. And one day we'll have our vegan artist retreat at the Farm Sanctuary in New York. Plans are afoot now. Alright, I'm getting on Twitch on my phone so that I can look for... Who do we want to... Oh, cool. There's someone that we haven't rated before who I found. Let's try rating him and see what he's up to today. So I'm just going to open a new Twitch tab so I can make absolutely sure that the raid works. /raid. And let's see. His name is the damage. Like the damage, but it's spelled damage. Let me make sure I spelled it right. D-A-M-M-I-T-C-H. Okay. Oh yeah, see you tomorrow. Yay! For another illustration stream. Probably started the new project. Okay, I'm starting the raid. Woohoo! Countdown is going. So thank you everybody for joining me today. Especially for my first 3-hour stream. I think this is going to work great. I'm really excited. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, with more illustration. Hope to see you then. Oh, the raid is ready, so let's go! Excellent. The raid worked, so if you're still on my channel, I am done for today. Be back tomorrow, just as I said. I hope to see you then. And, oh my goodness, my Photoshop is like weirdly on my other screen and I can't end my stream. Okay. And thank you for watching.